Yeah, I'm actually doing this beat, working on this beat. I haven't gave it a name yet, but I just started recording. But the crazy thing is, I I'm just about finished with it. So that's the crazy thing. That's why I kind of like recorded this. So it's gonna be a little clip. So you can kind of see. I mean, you can't really see from here, but um, let me just break it down quick fast. Nice and simple, just something simple, you know. I ain't really want to do too much to that. This where I started off at. This where it come in right here. This that flavor right here. Some simple, light, something that you can't really hear, but it's in the background. Listen to it again. I actually took my time, like on this part right here, on this little part. You probably don't even notice, but check it out. Listen to it. I made it go up and then go down. Listen to it. You see how I go up, then it go down? That part. And I brought it back up. And I just added this just now. Crazy. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and we're gonna put this last sound in here. That's why I just started recording. So let's go ahead and finish up the beat and give it a name. You know, it started sounding real good. That's why I said, you know what? Let me just record it. So at least I could kind of say how I kind of put it together. You know, I actually started off with this sound right here, as you can see. This the lead sound. Crazy. Sound like a violin, right? And that's all I was going for. I was going for that one sound right there. See, if you look on the top right here, new project. You know, like we didn't even give it a name yet. So it's still fresh, and new. Crazy. That sound just sound like a real violin just going. Whoo! Beautiful. Sounds so beautiful. Alright. And then that's about it. And let's go ahead and put this last sound in here. Let's go ahead and put this last sound in here and just give it a name. You know, it's pretty simple, you know. I didn't really want to do too much to this. So let's find my sound and let's go ahead and put this in. Oh, by the way, I'm still using my mouse keyboard, you know. I got my Yamaha 125 over here. My big joint, I'm about to start getting fixed. I'm about to get that checked out. I might need some new chords for it, but I'm just working on my little mouse keyboard right here. Got my little baby. So let's go ahead and put this sound in here and just call it a day. we needed. Now I want to hear. I like that, but let's do it again. It's not how I first heard it. Woo! Oh, where that sound come from? Yo, how did I just change that up that fast like that? Oh my God, please tell me I still got that sound in there. Oh, that shit sounded crazy. You heard how I just, you heard that last sound right at the end? How the keys just changed up? Oh my God. Yo, put this on repeat. I gotta put this on repeat. Oh, that was crazy, but this is pretty much done. This is it. Let's hear how it sound. Oh my God, that sounded beautiful. Oh my God, let's listen to it. Let's listen to the replay. Listen up, right here. Listen to this sound right here. Last one. I ain't giving a name, but you can see right here, green. Listen to green. Hear the green solo. You hear that sound right there? Listen to that. Just listen up for that sound right there. Let's listen to it all together. Had the piano come in right there. Oh, that sound dope right there. Alright, that's it. Let's give it a name. I gotta get back to Wealth Wednesday. Alright. Love you, baby, but we gotta finish up this. All right, let's give this a name. What should we call this? I think I found a name for it. I was gonna call it deep in the trenches, but I think that sounds too long for a name, so I think I'm gonna just shorten it up and just call it Trenches. I was gonna say Deep in the Trenches, but nah, I like Trenches better, so let's just call it Trenches. That shit sound crazy. Yeah, right? You hear it, right? That's good. Trenches. I'm gonna leave that for now. I still like that name, but I might give it a different name because I like to name my beats. Like whatever I name them, I like to name. Whatever I name my beat, I like to name the song that. I like to name. So whatever I name this, I name the song of that. So I just keep it short. I keep it just like that. So I like to do that, and that's pretty much it. We done. Trenches. I think I named something like this before. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know. Like I said, I got so many beats, but this right here, this is the one. This sound hard right here. Oh, and I gotta give it a bass. Let me see. I might give this an 808. Just thinking quick, fast.
Yes.
All right, so give us some background information, Rachel, on how you got to where you are.
Yes. Well, I grew up low income in Queens, here in New York, and I just watched my parents struggle, and I didn't want to struggle that same way. So I was very focused on finding a way to get myself out and build wealth. And now that I've done that, what I do at Hello 7 is teach others how to do the same, how they can use entrepreneurship to build wealth.
All right, and then Samantha Tweedy is joining us. You guys, by the way, all look amazing. I just have to put that out here first and foremost. But you're the CEO of the Black Economic Alliance, and you have quite a background when it comes to finance and this type of work. So can you just give us some information on the Black Economic Alliance Foundation and what you do?
Absolutely. It is good to be here. I'm the CEO of a coalition of Black business leaders who came together really with one single focus. How do we make sure that we can advance Black work, wages, and wealth? And do so by leveraging partnerships across government and philanthropy.
Salah Goss is here with us, and you are the Senior Vice President of MasterCard, but also a financial inclusion expert. So can you just give us some information on what all of this means?
Thank you, and this is part of a series for a program in solidarity. MasterCard has a long history of inclusion. So In Solidarity started in 2020. We jumped on the opportunity to address the wealth gap in the US for Black Americans. From the beginning, when we IPO'd in 2006, we started the MasterCard Foundation. 2015, we made a pledge with the World Bank to include 500 million people in the economy. We're now up to the pledge of 1 billion. We have commitments for entrepreneurs, for women, and so how can you think about inclusive growth in the US if you don't focus on equity? So In Solidarity, and you'll hear it here in the series through the series we're doing, focuses on small business and entrepreneurship. It focuses on financial health and wealth, as this conversation is on. And then we picked 7 cities where we knew that we could have an impact and kind of go deep.
Right now, it is Priceless Conversations with MasterCard. Samantha, let's start with you. Based on the Black Economic Alliance, I'm gonna just say BEA. There you go, moving forward. But based on research, what is the true cost of the wealth gap, particularly for the Black community?
So I think there's 2 ways to look at this. We have to look at the numbers, right? Because as Black Americans, we are still on the losing end of a 6-to-1 racial wealth gap. And that is very meaningful in terms of Black families, Black children's ability to thrive. But at the same time, we have to think about what wealth really means, right? So many folks, when you talk about wealth, they start picturing lavish vacation homes and yachts, right? Nothing wrong with that. But the definition of wealth is simply owning more than you owe. Okay. And we have to think about the fact that we need to be at a place in this country where that is no longer the exception, but the norm for Black folks. And what we know is that when you get at this question of the true cost, owning more than you owe isn't just about what's in your pocketbook or your bank account or what you're passing down to your kids. It's about the freedom that comes with that autonomy to make those own choices about your life. And so at the end of the day, wealth is about power. So one of the things that we've been able to do with the partnership of MasterCard as one of the very early investors in the program was to build something called the Center for Black Entrepreneurship.
Okay.
A concrete driver of actual solutions that are building wealth for Black folks today. So the CBE is a partnership with Morehouse and Spelman colleges, and it's focused on training and creating an ecosystem of support for the next generation of Black HBCU entrepreneurs. So we're providing the kind of curriculum and co-curriculars, mentors, access to capital, and then we built a venture fund connected to it that's actually directing that capital into the hands of those business leaders as they are coming out of those HBCUs. And as we as BEA think about it, what we know is that those solutions are on the ground making meaning for students now, right? We're also able to leverage all those learnings and go and take them and advocate from a policy perspective. So we're seeing those solutions move from Wall Street to Washington, boardrooms to state houses across the country.
We are very committed to inclusive innovation. What does that mean? That means tech, all the emerging tech, all the buzzwords you hear. So AI, Web3, all of those things have to have diversity of people actually leading them. And we know that when different communities touch tech and innovation, you solve problems you wouldn't solve before, right? We all know the stats about how diverse companies are more successful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Diverse leaders lead differently.
That's right.
And so just keep hammering on this idea that we are investing in a future we all want to see. And these investments today will pay off later, but we have to keep doing it with the mindset of this benefits all of us.
All right, it's Priceless Conversations with MasterCard. We have more with Salah Goss, Samantha Tweedy, and Rachel Rogers when we come back.
What's happening? Feel the bands up. All right, let's finish this up. This is pretty much it. You ready? Let's do it. That's it. I just want to just put that in there. I got like another bass. I got another sound in my head, but it sound like I could make it up somewhere in the bass that I just put in, as you seen just now. I just put in the 808. I think it's the pop right here. But anyway, that's pretty much it. The beat is finished, and at least I got to show off this process, because I haven't showed y'all exactly how I first started it off with the hi-hats, and how I started off with the lead sound, Whew, sounds so beautiful. I could listen to this all day right here, just this violin right here. And this is exactly what I was just looking for. I was just looking for one sound. This is it right here. I was looking for one sound, but I'm like, once I heard this, I knew that I couldn't just make this one sound. I knew I had to make this a complete beat, which is, you hear this right here. Woo! Crazy. And I ain't even finished this yet. So once you finish hearing like the complete beat, oh man. You hear that 808 at the beginning? Listen. Woo! That shit knocking. Alright, let me get up out of here, y'all. That's it, man. It's your boy Junebug. J to the U-M-B-U-G. I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning, but this is it, man. This is another one. Trenches. We finished this up just now. We gave it a name. and we pretty much done. So I'll be back with another banger.